My mother was a prostitute. My father was a pimp. I bet I got your attention now. The willing spirit is where it's at. When you have a spirit that lines up with the will of God and lays it all down on the table and says, God, I'm willing to do things your way. I'm willing to line my will up with your will. God moves in such powerful ways that it will blow your mind. Some of the things that I'm experiencing right now at this very moment, the reason why I'm taking this trip from Boston right now to Worcester, Massachusetts, and some of the things that I've been setting up and planning and going about, like these things, it's not, none of it's me. None of it's me. It's all God. To God be all the glory. I've just seen God move in such powerful and miraculous ways that continue to blow my mind. And, you know, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. You know, I'm a landscaper. I cut grass. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a couple of companies, small companies. You know, God has just done some amazing things in my life. And some of the things that are so important when I talk about this willing spirit, when I talk about, you know, you have to just lay it at his altar. You have to say, yes, Lord, I'm willing to do it your way. You have to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego that says, even if our God doesn't deliver us, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to die for what's right. I'm willing to die for the will of God, you know? And those type of words are hard for some people. It's too much for some people, you know? But that's where the power is at. That's where the power is at. And you know, one of the things I tell every man, I think, you know, every sensible, decent man, you know, if they're not already married, they want a wife. You know, it was God's purpose. You know, the scripture says, you know, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and so the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let man not separate. The scripture said it's not good for man to be alone. God's purpose and intention for man, you know, is to be married. Unless he specifically gives you a revelation and a rhema word that he wants you to remain single and devoted only to him, then that's a different story. So I say all that to say this, you know, yeah, I wanted a wife, you know, when I was in some of my deepest, darkest moments, and I had divorced my previous wife, who I had met when she was 18, I was 19. We were both living in the street life, drinking, drugging. You know, I was selling drugs. She was totally okay with it. Her father was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So we were living recklessly. And then obviously some things happened, and that marriage ended in a divorce. And so yes, when I turn my life back to God, of course I want God to give me a wife, a beautiful, amazing, God-fearing woman who's a Christian and all these other things, right? But I had tunnel vision on, and I said, God, I have a willing spirit for you. I didn't come to God for a wife. And no woman came into my life that was so amazing that I said, yeah, let me start going to church now. Like, no. Like, it was just me and God, tunnel vision. And I told God specifically, I lay it at your altar. I don't even want a wife right now. I want your will. I want your will. And if you want me to have a wife, you got to point her out to me, and I'm gonna share that. Oh my God, that's gonna blow your mind when I tell the story about how I met my wife, and how God showed me miraculously that this is the woman that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. It's literally gonna blow your mind. But at the end of the day, I said, God, it's tunnel vision. It's me and you, and I don't care if, yeah, when you want to give me a wife, if it takes a year, if it takes 3 years, if it takes 5 years, if it takes 10 years, I don't care. Let's go, God. It's me and you. Show me what you want to show me. Lead me where you want to lead me. Take me where you want to take me. Do with me as you please. Not my will, but your will be done. And as soon as I said that, God said to me, he said, son, he knew. So you can lie to man, but you can't lie to God. And God said, son, this is the place I've been trying to get you spiritually for a very long time now. He said, now you are finally in the place where I want you to be. Now you can ask me for a wife. And those words of him saying that to me was literally like only 30 days after I surrendered everything to him. It was only like 30 days after. And then God strategically prepared me to receive my miracle. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and share with someone who you think may either be able to relate to the video and or get something out of it. Click the link to the right for the full video. Stay blessed, and remember, no excuses.